Hello. Today you are with Lord Dial and Dr. Pamela Moss, and it's great to be here with you. Dr. Pamela Moss has a lot to share, and every once in a while you will have me, tuning in and sharing some things that I have experienced with her and learned from her. But before we get into that, I would like to let you know a little about her. So before I tell you my side, I'm going to just briefly give you some facts of her education and what she's done and where she's worked and the books she's wrote. And just know that this is a very, very minuscule part that I'll be sharing with you. There is a lot more. And you will get to know all the other attributes that she has once you get to know her. So, with that said, let me briefly go over. Dr. Pamela's Morse joyfully expresses her purpose as the soul guide. She is a transformational mentor, life purpose activator, and deep healing and awakening alchemist serving clients around the globe. Her particular mission is to light up the lights, serve the servants, and heal the healers. To support people like you who are here to make a difference and help create the better world our hearts know is possible. Pamela's unique work is featured in the #1 mysticism bestseller, The Vision Board Secret to an Extraordinary Life, and college textbooks, as well as numerous international telesummits and sharing the stage with luminaries like Lisa Sasevich and John Assaraf of The Secret. Her website is thesoulguide.com. Now, as you know, I had my glasses on, so you know I read it. But now I'm going to take my glasses off because I want to speak to you heart to heart and let you know the Pamela that I know. Well, somewhat. Okay. I don't know everything about her, but I know enough about her that I'm very comfortable with her. I like her. I know that she's a blessing to all that she touches, and I'm honored to be associated with her and in her life. So thank you.
Oh,
Woo! That was like, oh, where's this coming from? Okay. Okay. Here we go again. No, we're still here. But that's how she has touched me. Pamela, yes, she's educated, but even though she is, she comes from the heart, from the soul. And nowadays, it's very, very hard to find somebody that wants to touch you where she has been and where you are. And she wants to reach you at your heart level, your soul level. And that she has done with me. Um, I don't know what she's gotten from me, but I've gotten a lot from her. And in doing this, she also remembers to be humble and playful. She does have a sense of humor. And if you didn't know the knowledgeable side of her, you would not even, give it a second thought. You would just love it and have fun. You'd want to go hang out, go to the movies, maybe even go bowling or roller skating or whatever. But that's the type of person she is, someone you would love to hang out with. And she doesn't judge. Now, that's a biggie. A lot of people go around judging, but she accepts you where you are at. I know when I'm working with people, I've had people sometimes say to me, please don't judge me. And I try not to. However, and I say try because I am human. And working with Pamela, I know that she works in the same way. She doesn't, set out to judge you. And if you might think she does, it's not, her. With and all you have to do is ask, and she will tell you, no, she's not judging you. She does accept you wherever you are, whatever you've done. Is not what we're dealing with. What we're dealing with is helping you to get to where you want to get to. Pamela wants to give you some secrets and information and lessons and on and on and on. A lot of tools that you can help get yourself to where you need to get to. And not only that, once you use these tools to help yourself, you can still use these tools to help others that you love. So it's not something that you are, you know, given and is only for you. It's not. It's not just for you, but it's for your family, your friends, and whoever else you want to reach out and help. So it's for the lay person, it's for light workers, healers, all for anybody and everybody that wants to make a change and a difference in their life. And this is the right time to do it with the blood moon and the eclipse going on and tremendous amount of shifting taking place throughout the world. It's not just wherever you are, but it is globally. I mean, there are shifts taking place big time. So I want you to know that you are not alone. You're not in this by yourself. And many times when we're going through changes and trials and tribulations, we often think that we are by ourselves. But once again, this is where myself and Dr. Pamela Moss steps in to let you know that you're not by yourself. And not only do we just say that, but we give you tools to work with and to utilize. So I could keep going on and on, but you know what? I'm going to step aside and let Pamela step in. Pamela, thanks for being here. Yay!
Hey, Lardale, thank you so much for that lovely introduction. I'm really grateful and honored to be here also. And I want to tell people what we're going to be talking about. I'm going to be sharing with you the 3 secrets to discover your true calling. And I feel very blessed to get to work with clients around the globe doing the transformational work I was born to do. But it was not always this way. In fact, the truth is, ironically enough, as the soul guide, that's what I'm known as the soul guide. For most of my life, I really struggled with getting clarity and inner guidance. In fact, even into my 40s, I really devoted myself to homeschooling my kids, not only because I love my kids and loved helping them grow and develop, but really because deep down, I didn't know what I wanted to do when I grew up. And I was still putting off, like here I'm in my 40s, I still don't know. And we live in a society where who you are is equated with what you do. And I felt embarrassed that I couldn't say what I do because I didn't know. And I think that deep down that really affected my self-confidence and my self-esteem. And really deep down, I think that I knew I really wanted to make a big difference, but I didn't believe really on a deep level that I had marketable skills or anything of value to offer. And I finally stopped struggling when I figured out how to reliably get clarity from my own inner guidance, like how to tap into that. And in regards to my calling, what I'm here to do in particular, so I could start living it and follow my path. And I really want to share with you today what changed my life, like how I managed to get that clarity and that clarity about my calling in particular, because everybody has a calling. If you're listening, you have a calling, something that you are here to do with this lifetime. It doesn't have to be huge. It can be with your family or your community, but you have some kind of a calling. And it's your job in life to figure out what that is. So I want to help you get that clarity, because for a lot of people, that calling is really a secret locked in their hearts, as it was for me for so many years. So I'm really happy to have some tools and some wisdom to share with you, in particular the 3 secrets to discover your true calling today. And I want to say a bit more about why it's important. Like, why do we care whether we know our calling or not? Well, like me, if you don't know, one of the things is you might feel much less sense of self-confidence and self-esteem, like you don't really know what you're here to do. And that can cause you to avoid committing to anything, which I did for a long time. And it left me really feeling unfulfilled and unsettled, because I felt like I'm here to do something that makes a difference, but I don't know what it is, so I wouldn't do anything. The other thing that can happen if you don't know your calling is you can lose yourself in taking care of others. And that's what I did. I devoted years of my life to homeschooling my kids. I'm glad I did that, but I completely lost, like, what do I want to do? What would fulfill me? And for many people, not knowing your calling has other effects too. For one of them is you can get stuck in a career or a job that really leaves you stressed and exhausted and wondering, like, what is it all for? Like, is this it? Maybe I'm making good money, but This is not satisfying. Or,
Right.
or you could spend years and a lot of money and time trying to figure out what's my unique thing, what am I here to do, and just bouncing it from one job or career to another, and never finding the perfect fit.
Well, you know, Pamela, I really believe that a lot of times we don't know our calling because of childhood. We
Mhm.
are fed that we should be a certain thing as we're growing up. Not that we want to be it, but we're told that this is what you're going to be good at. And if your
Mhm.
parents don't tell you, your teacher is telling you, well,
Yeah,
because of your app score is this, you should focus on this. And you may not even like it. So
it's
you
so
are
true.
totally confused. You're
Mhm.
filled with all of these beliefs that's not even yours. And now, as an adult, you know, people need to let go of these things that's not even theirs and find what is true for them and how to do it. And I believe this is where you're stepping in to help them do that.
Yeah, thank you so much for saying that because it's really true. Like the reason we don't know deep down what we want and what's true for us is because for much of our life we've been listening to other people's expectations and desires, and we're not even fully conscious of how much we've taken in our parents, our partners, our bosses, our society's
Right.
definitions of who we are and what we can do. And and the result of that, if you're like many people that I work with, here's some of the things you deal with. You know you're not fulfilling your true potential. You know you're meant for so much more, but you spend your whole life not stepping into your true shining self, who you know you could be. And it's actually quite painful. Mostly we don't let ourselves be
Yeah.
aware of it when we do
Because
it.
you don't know how to find it. It's like,
Exactly.
I know it's there, but how do I get to it?
Exactly, because we've forgotten because so many things have confused us, other people's ideas and directions.
Hmm.
Another thing I notice people often deal with because they don't know their calling is like this feeling inside, like I know I'm supposed to help people. I really want to do that, but I'm not sure how. And a lot of times this happens to people who actually have a lot to give. They have a lot of experience, a lot of skills, but they can't settle on just like one thing to share. And they want to really find their unique direction and voice. And I promise you it's possible, but it's not going to come from outside you, as you're probably starting to realize since you could follow one mentor or another, but they can't tell you. Only you know what
Right.
your own calling is. And,
Right.
and the third thing I notice with people is if you don't know your calling, people often get to a point where they're just so tired of procrastinating and sabotaging their efforts to move forward and their self-worth and their confidence. Like they may even have an idea deep down, like they remember there's something that inspires them that they want to do, and they just really want to stop being afraid so they can just do it.
Right. And fear is a big, big culprit. Fear
Yeah.
can stop you dead in your tracks from doing and being who you need to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I want to just try to paint a picture for people. So imagine just for a moment, imagine that you are out in the world confidently doing the work that you are uniquely designed to do. There is something that you are uniquely designed to do, and only you can do it in that way. And imagine that you are sharing your gifts, your wisdom with people who are hungry for them, who've been waiting for them, and also getting to see every day how you are making a real contribution. Like every day when I work with people, I feel so grateful that I get to help these people in a way that's very dramatically evident. And I receive so much out of giving. And I know you want that too. And imagine also feeling so fulfilled and so energized and so inspired as you change other people's lives, including your own, in a big way by giving your gifts through your unique calling.
Right.
And then the final thing I want you to imagine that you can be well compensated for doing what you love. So you can
Mm.
help your family as well as travel, create, teach, and make a big difference in the world. So all of that really is possible for you. And I should know because I am living it. And a few years ago, I was right where you are, like really not clear at all. And if you're going to let me, I will walk you today, step by step, through how to start making that happen for you. And I'm really excited to do that because this is what made all the difference for me.
Yeah, I'm excited for you to share because you really do have a really great program. And I know that if people allow themselves to participate, they will be not only happy, but satisfied with their life,
Yeah.
because so many people are not happy and satisfied with their life. And it's really sad that you can live this life and then leave it without fulfilling
Yeah.
who you are and your dreams. And I know that your workshop and your tools can help them reach that. So no matter what age you are, even if you're 60, 70, 80, it's not too late.
It is. It isn't. I really thought it was in my 40s, but it's
Yeah.
not. And it's not at
No.
any age, really. You can find your calling at any age, and from any kind of place you are in the social economic spectrum. It doesn't really matter. When you find that and start clearing away all the things you think you should be and do, and all other people's expectations about you, you can uncover hidden in you this beautiful jewel, which is your own deep knowing of who you are and what you're here to do, your
Yeah.
unique expression and gifts. And that clarity, as I said before, can only come from deep within you. So
And when you said economics, I just want to say I'm sorry if I keep interrupting.
excited
but
about it.
but when you said economics, I want people to know and realize that what you're offering at a very, very nominal fee. And I know for a fact there are other people that charge thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars for the same thing.
Mhm.
And you're offering it so that people, the working class, can have, the opportunity of getting these tools.
Yeah.
So it's very possible and feasible for you to do it. And not only that, you help them where they can even break it down into payments, even though it's already low. You want so much for everyone to reach their potential that you have really made it so that they can reach their potential. And if they don't take advantage of this, they only have themselves to blame. I'm serious. They only have themselves to blame. No one else if they
Well,
don't take advantage of this.
all right. Well, we'll talk about that when we come along. But I want to tell you first what you can expect, like what we're going to cover in this webinar right now, or this web TV show. So you're not only going to learn how you can get clarity of purpose about your unique thing, what you're here to do, you can also learn how to see very practical, tangible ways to step into it. So it's not just a big theory, it's something you start doing and living.
Mhm.
So here's the specifics of what we're going to cover. You are going to learn how to find clarity about your calling, the clarity you've been longing for, maybe without even fully being aware of it. You're also going to learn how you can create your step-by-step plan to get out there and actually start living your calling, whatever ways getting out there means to you. And you're going to see like what's your unique design, what comes from within you about your plan for how you want to step forward in a way that feels really good. And it's just for you. It's your way that feels really good. And you're also going to learn how to permanently remove your biggest blocks to success in as
Mhm.
little as 5 to 7 minutes. I know that sounds kind of remarkable, but I'm going to show you how you could do that. And one more thing I promise I want to give to you is if you stay till the end of our time together here, I'm going to reveal the big, surprising, hidden reason why it's been so hard for you to move forward and also what you can do about it. So I'm really excited, and here's my promise. We have a lot to cover. I want to give you a lot of value today. And I also promise that I'm going to give you all that I can in the time we have. And for those of you who really want to know more than just how to do this, actually want to apply it to your life and really use these tools so you can make a shift in your life and start stepping into living your calling now, I promise I'm going to show you how midpoint in our time together, so you will know how you can step into it, which is what Laura Diallo was referring to. So I'm going to take a breath and drink a sip of water.
Everybody drink water. It's
And
very
water is good.
important with energy work. When you're doing this type of work, is important to drink water.
Yeah. So I want to dig in now. That I had my sip of water. Because I'm so excited to share this with you. So I want to just dive in with telling you the first. Remember I said there were 3 secrets
Hmm.
to help you discover your true calling. I'm going to dive into the first one first. And the first one is why you have not been able to figure out your true calling.
Mm.
Here it is, drum roll. It's because It's not, it doesn't come from your conscious mind. It's not something you can figure out or, like make a checklist and cross. It doesn't come from that place at all. It really comes from a totally different place within you. And that place within you, which you have to bypass your conscious mind to get to, is your super conscious wisdom. What you might call I call it your trusted guidance. You might think of it as your higher power or your heart truth or God or your spirit guides. That the universe, it's from that kind of place that you can uncover your higher purpose. In fact, you can uncover what lights you up in life and what reliably gives you joy and power and freedom. You can uncover your own unlimited true self. There is a higher version of you that you have access to. And from that place of working with your superconscious guidance, you can also uncover what you are designed to do, who you are, and who you're here to serve, too. Like that information is known to you, but not to your conscious mind. And you can uncover the highest vision that's calling you forth now. Mostly we don't let ourselves listen to that, but it is
Right.
And then the final thing you can uncover from that place of your superconscious guidance above or beyond what your conscious mind knows is the essence of what you desire. Because mostly we think we want a whole bunch of different things, but we don't really want the things themselves. We want what having those things would make us feel. We want them as access to a way of being that we don't feel we have access to right now. So you may be wondering, okay, well, how do you tap into this super conscious mind, this trusted guidance? Like, what does that look like? How do we do that? So I'll tell you. so basically, it involves what I call deep visioning. In fact, the first secret, I shortened the name to it just to vision. It's all about getting that clear vision. And the way you can get that clear vision that's beyond what your conscious mind knows is by first relaxing your conscious mind with meditation. And the meditation I like to use, which is very simple and powerful, is what it's known as heart breathing. Imagine breathing in and out through your heart. You've got to do something to get out of your conscious mind into a deeper place of knowing to access your superconscious guidance. And sometimes it's as easy as asking and doing a written dialogue, and I'll talk more about that. You can actually get direct access to answers to questions that you have from this deeper place or this higher place, however you think about it, that's not your conscious mind.
Can you show us how to do the heart breathing?
I can, but I'm actually gonna, let me tell you first about like what this looks like very concretely. I'm gonna share a story with you.
Okay.
I'm going to sort of I'm talking here, I'm going to apply these secrets with one of the people who went through my course, which is called the Clarity Course, which is all about getting clarity about your true calling and living it. So Dawn was one of the people who went through that process. And when she started, she was a very successful realtor, a very practical, down-to-earth businesswoman who had just retired because she wanted to finally follow this dream she'd had in her heart since she was 14 years old, which was to paint portraits of animals. And she knew deep down, like, I'm going to be really good at painting these portraits. I'm going to be successful. But the only problem was she'd started taking art classes and she was completely frozen. Like she couldn't put the first dab of paint on the canvas. So in this first part of this process of doing the vision part, Dawn didn't even believe that she had any trusted guidance or any super conscious guidance. And so what I told her, I said, well, have you ever had an inner voice that told you to do something, like leave that relationship or apply for that job or something else that you felt was the right thing to do? You know, even if you didn't do it, did you have that inner experience of something in you saying, do this or don't do that? That's your trusted guidance. And she said, yeah, no, I've had that happen before. And I said, well, that's the thing you can connect with. I mean, that same voice, you can actually ask that questions and you can do dialogues with it to get answers to your questions. And you can get clarity about your calling. And Dawn did this, and the first time out of the bat, for someone who did not believe she had any guidance, was rather remarkable. She got clarity about her mission in life, a big mission that really blew her away.
Awesome.
What she was told, actually, is that her mission in life was to not only paint these portraits of animals, but to be a voice for animals and to write a book sharing the animals' perspective so that people would treat animals with dignity. And then she understood why she'd been so frozen, because it was a huge mission and she was terrified to step into it. So we'll talk about what you can do about the terror. But
I can relate.
yeah, you have a big mission. And for those of us with a big mission, that's why I was so unclear for so long, because deep down I was like, I don't want to hear it. No, 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 it's too scary. So deep visioning will give you clarity, helpful clarity, clarity about your life and what you're here to do. And it will also give you clarity that surprises you, because you don't know what you know. That whole realm of you don't know what you know is your super conscious guidance. And that's what you have to tap into with this level of awareness. And most of us have been blocking that for years and years and years. We because of all the things other people told us we should do, and because of our own doubts and fears. But when you start connecting with your own inner guidance and deepen that connection, I promise you, it will absolutely transform your life for the best. And it's also essential for discovering and living your calling.
It is.
Yeah. So that's the first secret. You've got to get that clear vision by tapping into your superconscious guidance. So now I'm going to tell you about the second secret, because I told you there's 3 of them. So the second secret is what I call motivation. And here again, what's secret about it is we think that our motivation comes from our willpower. Like, I'm going to make myself stay on that diet, or I'm going to make myself, follow the steps to reach my goal or whatever. And the only problem is, just like your conscious mind can't tell you what your true calling is, your conscious mind is also really not so great at motivating you. So anybody who's tried to have a New Year's resolution, or to keep to a diet, or to fulfill a goal, can tell you, like, it's really hard, because your conscious mind is not your true source of motivation, any more than it's your source of true wisdom. The true source of your motivation is actually your subconscious mind. And the subconscious mind, the way you can tap into that to discover your true motivation, the thing that deeply motivates you and inspires you to step forward into, for example, living your calling, is you have to work with the language of the subconscious mind. And the subconscious mind's language is images and emotions. That's how the subconscious mind communicates. So I discovered through working with many, many people that you can tap into the power of the subconscious mind by getting clarity first about the essence of what you desire, which is what we do with the superconscious mind in the first secret. And then, this is really so cool, what you can do is, when you have that essence, when you know that the essence of what you want to create in your life, which might be freedom, or it might be love, or whatever it is, when you get that essence, you take like some magazines, for example, and you flip through them really rapidly, looking for images that resonate with you. You will pull out images which contain a lot of subconscious resonance and wisdom for you, beyond anything you could understand or think of consciously, and that deeply motivate you, because you're tapping into the power of your subconscious mind to say, here's what really inspires you, here's what really resonates with you. And when Dawn did this part of the process, remember, she got clarity about her big mission and a lot of super conscious guidance. When she started looking for images, and that secret is to go really fast, because mostly we look for images, we think, well, I need a picture of an angel, or I want a picture of my dream house, or something like that to put on, to inspire you. But you don't know what deeply inspires you. Your subconscious mind does. And when you flip through images really quickly, like looking through a bunch of magazines really quickly for images, you bypass your conscious mind, because it can't think as fast. It can't process anything like as fast as your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind processes hundreds of thousands of times faster than your conscious mind. It's remarkable at picking up clues and images and things really quickly. And when Dawn did this part of the process, looking for magazine images that really quickly, they bypassed her conscious mind, she created a vision board out of those images. And she said, wow, this technique you used was really powerful, like nothing I've ever seen. And this vision board that I've created was actually created by my subconscious mind. I'm flabbergasted. I didn't think I could make anything like that. It's so powerful and moving to me. So that's the second secret, is tapping into your deep, true motivation, which is your subconscious motivation, what inspires you and moves you on a deep level. And images are a powerful way to do that. So I'm going to take another sip.
Well, I wasn't sure if you wanted to go to the third step and finish all 3 before you go to the heart breathing.
Yeah, I do it, because what I want to do is I want to do a little heart breathing and then talk about how you can apply this, I think.
Awesome. Okay.
Yeah. So, so the third secret, the third way to actually accomplish what you want and to really step into doing your calling is to focus it in some way. We all know, like, we may have some kind of vague, great ideas, but if we don't focus them and do them in some kind of way we can apply them and actually do them step by step, they aren't going to happen. So, so the third secret is really about tapping into your power to focus. And again, it doesn't come in the way you might think. It's not from you just saying like, I'm going to concentrate. I'm going to focus on this. I'm going to do things. Because that can take you up to a certain point, but so we often just sort of lose track along the way. Other things come up that seem more urgent, or whatever. We just lose our focus. So the really cool thing is the secret to how to discover your focus, the third secret, how to discover your true focus, is so interesting. You actually, it's counterintuitive. You actually say, okay, where do I want to be in 1 year or 6 months or 5 years, wherever you say is the end time you want to have your goal be true. Mm-hmm. And then instead of trying to figure out how do I get there, like what do I do to get there, you work backwards. You work with the end in mind. And that what that means is you say, okay, if I want to be in this place, whatever your goal is, 1 year from now, you think, okay, well, when I'm halfway there in 6 months, what will I be doing? What's going to be going on? And you write down those things. And then you say, okay, and if I'm going to be on track, halfway to the 6 month time, when it's 3 months out, what will I be doing? What's going to happen? And you write those things down, and you keep going back. When I'm halfway to the 3 month milestone, which is just in 6 weeks, what am I going to be doing? And then when I'm 1 month from now, what am I going to be doing? 2 weeks from now, what am I going to be doing if I'm on track to fulfill my goal? Next week, tomorrow, today. And you will see from working backwards, it seems almost magical, but you will see your step-by-step plan starting today, how to fulfill a big goal or dream that you have. It's remarkable. And when Dawn did this process, the inspired goal that she created out of her clear vision, the vision and motivation she got by working with her superconscious mind or subconscious mind, then what I tell people do is create what I call a vision-powered goal, something inspired by your goal, inspired by your vision, rather than trying to fix yourself, which is most of our goals are about fixing ourselves. Right. So they're full of shame and doubt, and they don't succeed. But a goal inspired by your vision comes from this deeply motivated, inspired place. So Dawn's inspired goal, her vision-powered goal, was to create a show of her animal paintings. And the really cool thing that happens when you step in a focused way toward following your calling is that life shows up to open up the path and give you opportunities beyond what you could consciously plan for.
It really does.
It really does. It's remarkable. So for Dawn, she was only halfway to having her show of paintings done when she got an unexpected confirmation, like from the universe, you're on the right path, because she was asked, Procter & Gamble reached out, I don't know how her, and they asked her to paint a portrait of the Purina brand corporate vice president, who was a dog. So they paid her a nice commission to paint this portrait of their corporate vice president, this brand symbol, this dog. And so she did that. So that gave her a huge boost up, which now she can put in her resume. And we have been asked by Procter & Gamble to paint their corporate. It was just so cool. She only painted a few of these paintings, and she already got a big jump up in her credibility and her ability to step into her mission. And that can happen to you too. In fact, I've never met someone who stepped into their calling and didn't get openings, synchronicities, cool things like that happen, because you're on your path and the universe says, yes, finally, you're on your path. Here you are. And one thing I want to say about this is people often think, well, I've made plans before. I had great ideas and plans before, and I made them, but I never did them, or I failed to do them, or I just forgot about them. And the thing I want to say about that is the plans you've made before, the goals you've made before, probably were not coming from that deeply inspired place of true motivation. Both your inspired higher vision and the true motivation from your subconscious mind. They were probably coming instead from what you thought you needed to do, or you should do, or what your partner or your parents or somebody else thought you should do. Right. And all of that is really about fixing yourself, trying to be better, trying to get it right this time. Mm-hmm. All those things are just doomed by their very nature because they come from a place of fear and failure and shame.
Right.
Yeah. So That's why the focus, the third secret really is about tapping into how to create from your vision powered goal, the true motivation of your subconscious mind, and creating a plan from there, not from the place we usually create our plans from. So I do,
Awesome.
yeah, so I do want to show people the heart breathing, and I also promised I was going to show you how to actually apply these 3 secrets to your life, to discover your true calling and to live it. And I'm really so excited to share what we've created. So I'm going to I'm just thinking the best way to do this. You know what? I think I'm going to teach the heart breathing at a different place. I'm going to teach that at a point when you have a choice, because it's so powerful when you have a choice or decision to make, to drop into your heart and to see what is really in your highest and best good. So I'm going to teach that when we get to that point, when I show you what I've created for you.
Okay.
Would be best. So what you're going to do is, if you underneath this webinar, you can do is you can scroll down the page. So just scroll down the page, and you will see that I've laid out for you there a course, an offering, a way to step into using these 3 secrets to discover your true calling and make the difference you are here to make, and actually start living it now, like actually step into it now. So that's what this course is about. And I'm going to just let me see what I want to say about this. Let me just walk you through what we've created and tell you about it. And I want you to stay to the end also, because not only are you going to learn the heart breathing technique and experience it, at the very end I am going to tell you why it's been so hard, the hidden reason why you've struggled so much. So let's take a look and see what we've created over here.
Okay.
So the first module of the Clarity course, this is a 6-week course. It's a live course where I support you to walk through each of the 3 modules. So we've talked a bit about what's in the 3 modules already, so I'm just going to briefly go over that. So on this page, as you scroll down, you'll see some testimonials, including Dawn's stories at the top. You just scroll down through those testimonials until you get to module number 1. That is about vision, getting surprising clarity from your deep guidance. And in this first module, that is where you will do that. You'll finally tap into this much deeper knowing that you have, that you may not have been able to fully access, or if you have touched it at peak moments of your life, you haven't regularly done it and known how to ask clear questions and get clear answers. You will discover how to do that in this module, and you'll actually do it. You'll actually get answers that have eluded you your whole life. It's really amazingly powerful. And you'll find out what you're designed to do and who you're here to serve and their highest vision and all of that. That's the first week. That's what we do the first week of the Clarity course. The second module, the second week, is about tapping into your motivation, your truest inspiration to power you forward, which is really how you can release this huge amount of energy within you, because it's blocked by not tapping into your truest motivation.
True.
The second module is where we work with images, like I described before, to find images that are really resonant and powerful for you, that sort of, how do I want to say this, that capture the essence of your calling and what it is you want to be creating in your life. And you use those images to create a very powerful vision board, a board, that visual reminder of what you're creating in your life and what is your truest motivation and what's calling you forth. Literally, you'll be able to see what's calling you forth.
This is different than most vision boards, because I know with a lot of vision boards, they'll tell you to cut out different things that you want in your life,
Right.
and you paste them on the board, things like that. But this is totally different.
Yeah, thank you for pointing that out, because really it's so important. Honestly, it's kind of a pet peeve of mine. The way that most people teach vision boards is about cutting out pictures of things you want in your life, like L'Oreal said. So it's like, the house you want, or the car you want, or bags of money, or the perfect body you want, or that dream boat or you want for your partner. And honestly, those things that you think you want are not what you really want. What you really want is how you think having that would make you feel. And let me give you a really clear example. Like, for example, let's say you cut out a picture of a certain kind of house, and you put it on your vision board, like, that's what I want. Well, if you dug into why you picked that picture, like, what does it really represent for you, that would be getting to the essence of what you truly want. And for some people, that house might represent security. For someone else, it might be about beauty. For someone else, it might be about a place of my own, like being free to fully express myself.
Hmm.
Somebody else, it could have endless numbers of meanings, but if you don't know why you picked that picture and what it represents for you, first of all, it won't give you access to that really, because you could actually save up money and get that dream house and feel no more confident or free to express yourself, or
That is so true.
and you could also get that thing you want, that confidence, that sense of security, that freedom to express yourself much faster and cheaper than buying a house. so, so it's really important to get to the essence of what you want, which is what we do at the end of the first, actually the beginning of this module of this second week. We get to the essence of what you want, which is really your true motivation, and it's something. It's something much more elemental and essential than a particular thing you could buy or get. It's like what having that would make you feel, because that's what you really want. You want a certain experience of being alive. That's what you're truly after. So you'll create a vision board that shows you very clearly that experience of being alive that you desire, and will actually effortlessly guide you into stepping toward your calling without trying to work hard at all. These images will be powerfully motivating for you and shift things for you on a subconscious level just by looking at them regularly. And then this visual reminder can also activate your natural ability to attract what you desire, because you have this clear vision and clear reminder of what you're after, and it makes you see it all of a sudden. I'll give you another example of that. This is not from Dawn, but from someone else who went through this process. Laura, she created a vision board from her deep feeling or motivation of freedom, because she was dealing with a lot of debt. And she, on the way back from the workshop, she carpooled with some other people, and she listened because she had such a beautiful, clear image of the freedom she'd have from getting from what it would look like and feel like to be free of debt and to be free in every area of her life. Because when you have that clarity, you actually look and listen for things you would not normally pay attention to. So for Laura, she's in the backseat of her car. It's been a long day at a long workshop. The people in front are driving her home, and they are talking about something normally she would be, oh, boring, which is refinancing their homes. But because she'd been creating this whole vision of freedom, her ears got pricked up. Refinancing your home? I wonder if that's some way I could get freedom and actually clear my debt. So the next day, she called up her bank, and by gum, she had a plan to be debt-free immediately, because they just said, here, you can pay it off and just roll it into your refinancing your home. So the answers can come so much faster than you think when you get that deep clarity and that true motivation.
Right.
And then the third module of the course is about focusing. And this is where I walk you through how to create that step-by-step plan to success by working backwards, by starting with your true vision and first crafting a vision-powered goal, a goal that will give you a tangible experience of living your calling. That could be anything from a show of your paintings like Dawn's, to a workshop you want to lead, or to write the first 3 chapters of your book, or whatever it is, like to have you really feel like I'm stepping into it. So module 3 is about, okay, if you want to be there by whatever time you want to, a year from now, whatever, here's how you're going to do it. You'll actually uncover your plan to do it when it's so easy to do and easy to step into. I know, in fact, many people, it feels like magic to see your path unfold so clearly in front of you. So this whole course is really for anybody who's struggled to figure out what your passion is and how to bring it to life, and to help you find your unique direction and voice. Like, you really want, what's my thing? Like, not what my boss says or
right.
my mentor says, what do I want? And if you have a secret sense of the work you're meant to do, but you're not doing it, this course is definitely for you too. And I'll show you how this course can make a difference and why you're not doing it and how you can start doing it. And it's also for you if you secretly feel unfulfilled and worried and out of balance, and maybe even stuck and depressed and feeling hopeless.
I think you just covered everybody.
Well, it's also for people who feel like you suspect, like deep down, you know that you are holding yourself back somehow. You know you're here to do so much more, and somehow you suspect that you're doing it. Many times people in life think it's their circumstances that won't let them move forward. If you're somebody who thinks it's only your circumstances, that you have you're not doing anything to hold yourself back, this course really isn't so much for you, because it really is about how to remove how you are holding yourself back. So you have to know that you were playing a role in holding yourself back.
But I think the course would be for them, because they need help realizing the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Because if they say that they're not responsible, then they're in denial.
This is true. This
So
is
they
true.
need something like this to bring the truth to light.
Yes. Yeah. So let me tell you just how this works really structurally so you can understand the clarity, the process of the clarity course, like what it looks like. There's a weekly training webinar each week, which you can listen to whenever it's convenient for you. And that's what I teach, one of the secrets and the process that we described above for how you can step into it and do it. And there's also each week a live soul guidance session directly with me, which we get all your questions answered. And also, I'll often work with people during those sessions so you can get all the support you need to really do the work fully and powerfully so you can get the maximum benefit. And there's going to be action guides for each module, so you'll always know exactly what you're working on. It's very clear what you're doing. The clarity course, after all, we want it to be very clear. And you'll get recordings of all the calls and archives so you won't miss anything. And you get lifetime access to the recordings. A lot of courses people just offer them for a certain period of time. I want you to have this for life because you can use the same process later on when you want to up-level your calling to the next level. Like the same process will also help you if you're already doing your calling, see what is your next level. So I also have some bonuses for people because one of the things I've realized is that the big reason that people don't get to do what they say they want to do or don't have, if they know what it is because mostly we subconsciously stop ourselves before we even begin. We've all done it. You get a great idea or a new opportunity or something you're really excited about, but then almost immediately, maybe not even fully aware of it, you start thinking, that's not going to work. I can't do that. I don't deserve it. And before you know it, your new possibility is forgotten. It gets killed off by your subconscious fears and self-doubt.
Right.
Which is why I want to give people two really powerful bonus modules. So the first bonus module is what I call the Fear and Doubt Clinic. And in this special live bonus session, we're going to dig down and you're going to discover exactly what your subconscious blocks are. You're going to know precisely what they are. These are the blocks that stop you from fulfilling this beautiful focused action plan that you've created in the course and fulfilling your calling. You're going to actually finally see what's been stopping you in life. And you're going to work with the part of you that has been most holding you back. So in the Fear and Doubt Clinic, you are going to get great clarity about what has stopped you, great clarity. And you're also going to start working through it. And then in the second module, I'm really excited to bring this to you. This is what I call an accelerated change alignment session. So this is a transformational live class we're going to do when we are going to permanently remove for all time your biggest subconscious block in as little as 5 to 7 minutes. And the reason that we can do it, and I can promise it will remove your subconscious block, not blocks some people typically have, but your subconscious block, is because we're going to first get great clarity about what the blocks are. And then the process that I've been trained to do, which is so powerful, is to not just apply a solution without knowing it's the right solution, but to use something called self-muscle testing to identify what is what do you need to have your goal be true. So what is the highest priority process that you need to accomplish your goal? Like, what is it you need? Are there beliefs that you need? Is there some kind of, do you need to align directly for your goal? Are all parts of your system ready and willing and able to align for your goal? And we systematically work through this process to identify exactly what you need to do, what your system says you need to do to remove your blocks. And then we do it. And the process of actually removing your blocks and aligning you for your goal. Aligning means you line up your superconscious mind, your conscious mind, and your subconscious mind are all aligned, like, yes, it shall be. This is not an affirmation and wishful thinking. This is like all parts of you totally agree, yes, we can do it now. That process, your system will tell us which process is the best way to do this. And the process itself of actually aligning you on a deep level only takes a few minutes. And there's many different ways you can do it, but they're typically very quick processes that you can do, but they only work as powerfully as they do because you've gotten permission from yourself ahead of time. Like, this is the one thing that's going to do it. And I can give people a short example of what it's like to do an alignment. If anybody listening has ever gotten married, for example, the very act of being in the ceremony where you say at some point, I do, most people, when they say those words, I do, feel a shift, a transformation. The transformation might be like, yay, here we go. It might be like, oh my God, what have I gotten myself into? Either way, you feel a shift, and you feel a shift, a transformation, an alignment, because you have agreed with yourself ahead of time. So when I say those two little words, that's going to cause a shift. And because you agree with yourself ahead of time, so when I say those words, I do, it will cause a shift. It did. And the same thing happens in our alignment sessions in the clarity course. We can cause a profound shift when you agree with yourself ahead of time on a deep level, on a subconscious level. That will cause a shift. It does. And it'll be permanent because you can save it. So I hope that is communicated to you how powerful this is. And that you'll see a number of testimonials on this page about just how powerful it is to align for your goal, to remove your biggest blocks, which is what we're doing in the second bonus module. And then there's one more bonus I want to give you, because many people don't realize that a vision board that's created by your superconscious higher guidance and your subconscious, powerful images that are resonant for you. A vision board is created from that place, not the usual kind of pictures of what you think you want. A vision board created from that place is a treasure map to your own growth. And I don't want you to miss out on this hidden wisdom that it contains. So I'm going to give you one more bonus module, which is the final week of the clarity course, which is about seeing the deeper meanings in your vision board. We're going to read your vision boards, do vision board readings. And we're going to pull out the deeper meaning and the deep soul guidance it contains that you can use ongoingly. It will keep giving you more information and more wisdom that will keep unfolding in your life. And people love this really quite mind-blowing and very inspiring class when you see the deep meanings of what you've created from your subconscious mind.
Sounds awesome.
It is awesome. I'm so excited
Really
about it. So one thing I have to say about this is a deeply transformational course. It's for 6 weeks. It's packed with powerful tools for clarity, for focus, for results. However, it's just 6 weeks. And I don't want to mislead you into thinking that you're going to be fully following your calling or making a living at it in just 6 weeks. And it's just really not realistic, right? It's going to take longer than that. It's going to take some hard work. And I really want you to succeed over the long term in a big way. So I've got 2 more bonuses because I really want to support you long after the clarity course is over.
Wow.
You really do stuff into your calling. So,
feels like Christmas in here.
Well, it's what I discovered works. Like if you just give people a bunch of tools and they use them once, like that helps a lot, but then they might falter later. Like you really kind of need like the bigger picture to keep living into and support, ongoing support. So here's what I've created for you for ongoing support. The first bonus, which is big, is you're going to be part of a change makers social networking group. And I call them change makers because if you're feeling a tug to get clear about your calling and to start living it, you're someone who wants to create change in the world, whether it's just in your family or your community or the whole world. You're here to make a difference. And it makes such a difference for us people who are here to create change in the world or in wherever we're here to do it, to connect with others who are on a like mind and a like mission. So this is an amazing online community of change agents, healers, activists, purpose-driven entrepreneurs, people who are stepping into their callings or into their callings at the next level. And when you take the clarity course, you get lifetime access, lifetime membership in this support group. So you can ongoingly keep getting feedback and support and networking and creating things together and staying connected with people who get it, who are doing the same thing you're doing, stepping up into their calling.
And that's very important.
Yeah, we need that support. We really do.
You really do, because you're stepping into a different space.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times your family and friends that are around you are not in that space.
Yeah.
So they can't give you the support that you need. So this offers something that is very, very valuable and priceless, because it will promote you and guide you and help you to keep growing and moving forward.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's real important.
It is really, because we can't do it on our own. We really
Right.
can't. We have to have it. We need each other. We need each other to get support and to give
Right.
support, because we get so much out of giving support.
Mhm.
So there's one more bonus because I really want this to be an open, you're like, wow, this is going to really make a huge difference. And this bonus,
I've already said that.
I'm so glad. I'm really excited, Lord Dial, you're going to do this too, because
Yes, I am.
you already are living your calling at a certain level, and you're going to take it to the next level. And that's, so this course is, it's designed particularly for people who don't have any clue about their calling, but you can get great benefit from knowing your calling, but not being clear, like, what's my next level? Like, how do I step into that? The course will help you do that too. And that actually speaks to the super bonus, the super support bonus, which is called How to Financially Thrive with Your Calling. And this is a one-on-one personal consultation with me where we take a deep look at your calling as it's unfolding in the course, as well as your gifts and your challenges. And we're going to discover amazing opportunities and possibilities for you to thrive financially with your unique work. Wherever you are starting from now, there's definitely a level of thriving that you can achieve. It's really possible for you. And we'll uncover that. I don't know it in advance. It's just going to come through us when we meet together and have this deep consultation. And I have to just say that How to Thrive Financially with Your Calling is like an hour conversation. And my time for these very special, no charge consultations is obviously really limited. So if this super bonus speaks for you, this is just for the first 17 people who register for the Clarity course. I can't make more time than that for them because that's 17 hours. But I really want people to have this because I know what a difference it makes to see how you could actually thrive with this thing you feel called to do with your own unique thing. And I love to help people see their path forward with that.
Mm.
And let's see, there's even one more thing. There's one more bonus. I want people to get
Okay.
this, and then we're gonna do the heart breathing thing shortly. This is for I want people to know when you register for the Clarity course, you get instant access to one more bonus, which is the fast start bonus. And this fast start bonus is what I call your body knows your truth. It's a tool for doing self muscle testing. So if you're not familiar with self muscle testing, it's a way to tap into your body's deep knowing of what is true for you and what's not true for you. So you can get clear yes or no answers to questions you have. And you can use that inner clarity, your body's deep knowing, to make decisions, to start uncovering subconscious blocks that are blocking you like right away. Like on the fast start bonus, I tell you how to start doing that. So you can identify what are some of your blocks to your happiness and your success right now, so we can go to work on them in the Clarity course. You don't have to wait. You can get started right away. Mm. So the Clarity course, you may be wondering, well, when does this start and what's involved and all that? So it starts on October 12th, 2015, and we're going to run it at different times, but this is the time that's coming up next, and I don't know when the time after that will be. And I'm really delighted to announce that registration is now open. And that means I want to remind you that the first 17 people to register will get the super bonus of this one-on-one consultation with me, which is about how to financially thrive with your calling. Everybody, whether you're the first 17 or not, gets the fast action bonus right away. And the course runs for 6 weeks, October 12th to November 16th. And if you're hearing this after the course has started, you can still join us because you'll get access to all the calls. All the calls are recorded, and you have lifetime access. And one thing
there's two ways, excuse me, but there's two ways that they can register for this. One, you can give them the direct link, and then the other way, you can go to my website, which is www.lorddial.com. And once you go there, you'll see services. And when you click on that, you'll see Pamela's banner. And when you click on the banner, it takes you right to the site. And you can read over everything she just said, and also you can register.
Right. And you can actually, on the page you're looking at right now, you can look at it too, because whether you're getting this directly from L'Oreal's site, or whether you're getting it from the links you send out to listen, or whether you're getting it from the link I send out to listen. So you'll see this if you keep scrolling down. One thing you're also going to see is people often wonder, okay, this sounds really great, but how can I be sure it's going to really work for me? Like, you don't understand. I've got my circumstances, whatever. How can I know it will work for me? So here's what I've created for you to help you get over that hump. I'm calling it your peace of mind guarantee. And what I want to say is how you can know this is going to work for you is First of all, are you open to receiving intuitive guidance? Maybe you don't know how to do that, but at least open to the fact that maybe you do have some intuitive guidance and you're open to tapping into it.
Mm-hmm.
If you really feel like, no way, I'm not the kind of person who could do that, I'm not interested in that, this course is not for you. It really is to help access your own deep inner guidance. And if you aren't open to that, you won't get much out of it. But if you are open to that, I am so confident that you're going to love it. And I'm really so confident in the quality of this course that I guarantee your 100% satisfaction or your money back. And to get a refund, all you do is just show that you did the work. And I don't ask you any reasons. I don't give you any hassle. Don't ask any questions. I just want you to be 100% satisfied. As long as you did the work, I'm really confident you will be. And I'm going to give this for a really long term. Mostly when people offer 100% satisfaction guarantees, it's like for 30 days. I'm offering this for 1 year. For a
Wow.
whole year after you register.
That's a long time.
It is. So you have a lot of time to sit with the Clarity course and live with it and really see if it's incredibly valuable to you, life-changing, in fact. And that's my guarantee for you. So if you're ready to reserve your space, you can just scroll down. You'll see the no-risk reservation form, and it just tells you all the things you get in the course, tells you you're protected by my peace of mind guarantee, and it tells you this is what you can use this course to get clear about your calling and start doing it, or get clear about the next level of your calling and start getting it. You also get almost $2,000 in valuable bonuses. So the total value of the course with the bonuses is almost $2,000. But the investment for it right now is $497 if you pay in full, or you can do the 2-pay, means 2 months apart, of $267. So you can get started by clicking the Get Started button. And the one thing I want to say to people is there's also a cost to not taking action.
Mm-hmm.
There's a downside to not getting clarity about your true calling and not having a step-by-step plan and not removing your biggest blocks to success. And that's years, or it could be years, certainly many months or years of wasted time, missed income, missed opportunities, and painful soul-killing frustration. It really sucks. So just imagine how great you'll feel when you have that deep clarity. You're finally in action, fulfilling your inspired goal, stepping into your calling. So people are signing up for what you're offering, or you're earning more money. You're getting out there and you feel much more confident about your unique direction and your voice.
Right. And I would also want to add that I want people to know that I'm not benefiting from this, whether you sign up or not. The only benefit I'm getting out of it is that you will find your true purpose. And that's the benefit I get out of it, because that's what I want for you.
Yeah. Thank you. And L'Oreal, one of the things I love about you is you give and you give and you give very generously. And I like to do the same thing. And we really are both coming from a very pure place. I want to be of service to you. This is my mission in life. My mission in life really is what I would say, to light up the lights.
Right.
And that is really about having people be on purpose in their lives, doing what they're here to do, shining as the light that you are. And this is how I get to do this in life, is to guide people through a process. If they're not clear, to get clear and start doing it. And nothing lifts my heart more than having people step into what they're here to do and just be like, yes, we're on path. So I told you before I'd share with you the heart breathing technique. And I want to take you to this meditation, and I invite you to use this meditation to listen to your heart and take committed action to start making the difference you're here to make. So just tap into this place in your heart and see, is this right for me? It's now my time. Am I ready to stop, be frustrated and not knowing what I'm doing, and actually step into my calling, or the next level of it? So just keep that in mind. Is this the right choice for me? As you step into your heart and let your heart tell you. So here's how we do the heart breathing meditation. I invite you to close your eyes so you can just relax. And you might want to put your hand on your heart, but you don't have to. You just want to connect with your heart. So it might be just drop down and feel you have a heart. It's right there. And I'm inviting you to notice that you're breathing in and out. Now begin to imagine that the breath, instead of coming in through your nostrils, is actually entering through your heart. Imagine the breath coming into your heart. When you breathe out, imagine your breath flowing out from your heart. And just as you feel your breath coming in and out through your heart, you might feel a little warmth there, a little energy, or you might not. It's all good. Just imagine, feel, see your breath flowing in and out through your heart as you drop down into your heart. And while you're breathing in and out through your heart, I invite you to think about something that you love very purely, very unconditionally. It could be a pet, it could be your calling to make a difference in the world, it could be your connection to Source, God, whatever you call that. It could be a beloved family member, whatever it is. Just think of something you love very much as you're breathing in and out through your heart. Feel this love that's in your heart. You're filled with so much love. You have so much love to give. And let yourself feel this love that you have and feel it grow and expand in your heart as you breathe in and out through your heart. This love is the heart of who you are. It actually is the essence of who you are. And when you're in touch with it, as you breathe in and out through your heart, imagine and feel each time you breathe in, the love within you is filling your body with light, healing and nurturing every cell in your body, feeling it going throughout all of you with your own love, your own great love, filling you up. When you breathe out from your heart, imagine this love spreading out around you to heal, to uplift, to bless people in your life, and to bless the world. Just feel it expanding, expanding, expanding. So coming in, nurturing you, breathing out, being the gift to the world that your love, your heart is. From this place of deep love for yourself, love for the world, and all those you want to contribute to, I invite you to check in and see, is this the right choice for me now? And to say yes to yourself in this place of love for yourself and your infinite potential, love for the people who are waiting for you to make the difference you're here to make, and love for the more beautiful world that our hearts know is possible. Just take a last few breaths here in this beautiful place, feeling that truth within you, what your heart tells you. And if the answer is yes, go ahead and click on yes, I'm ready toward the bottom of the page. And that will take you to the checkout page. And you can join us for our first class, October 12th. We get started on Discover Your Calling and Living It. And if it's now, bless you, and may you step into your calling some other way. And if you don't have clarity, remember that the Clarity course, by its very name and its design, is all about getting the clarity you desire. It's within the Clarity course that your clear path forward will evolve. And you can see many testimonials on the page to help you see what other people have gotten out of this transformational course. And also there's some frequently asked questions at the bottom of the page. So I so look forward to joining with you to create clarity about your calling, to discovering your own clarity, and to stepping into it so you can make your unique difference to the world that you are here to do.
That was awesome. That was beautiful.
Thank
And
you.
I look forward also to meeting everyone that becomes a part of this course, because I will be in it. So I do look forward to meeting you and working with you and growing with you. No matter where you are in your life, we still grow and learn each and every day.
We do. And I did promise before we ended, and I want to hold on to my promise and fulfill it, is I said that I would talk about uh, what is it, how did I say it? Like what's the biggest hidden reason why you're not moving forward, why you've been stuck for so long? I mean, part of it is about not having clarity. But another reason it really makes things so hard and it keeps people from moving forward, even when they are clear about what they want, is that you're kind of at war with yourself.
Mm.
One part of you really desperately wants to expand and step up and move forward. And another part of you equally desperately wants to stay comfortably hidden and small, and is really terrified to move forward. And it constantly stops you. And really, there comes a time in our lives when so literally part of you is like, let's go, vroom, vroom, the engine's going. Another part of you is like putting the brakes on. No, people will see me. I'll have to step up, and I'm scared.
Oh, too much work.
Too much work is another big thing. Like, oh, it's too much work, or it's gonna be too hard, or I don't know what I'm doing, or I'm not good enough. For me, the early blocks was, who do you think you are?
Mm.
And I remember when I first discovered that, I was like, wow, that has so stopped me in life. Who do you think you are? Well, who am I not to step into my calling? Like, that's true for all of us too. But actually those parts of you, the parts of you that wants to go forward, the part of you that wants to step back, the part of you that thinks, you aren't good enough, or it's going to be too much work, you can actually work with those parts of you. And you can get clarity about what they need to give you permission to move forward. And it makes it safe for you to move forward when you do that. And that's what we do in the Fear and Doubt Clinic, in the Clarity course. We actually work with that part of you, or parts of you, that are trying to hold you back because they're just scared. It's going to be too much work. You don't know enough. You don't deserve it. Whatever it is, we'll actually work with that part of you, so it will feel safe to move forward. It's going to be able to move forward so much more easily. And I know that Lordielle has her own story about that, which I'll put on here too. So, yep. And for those of you, just one last thing I want to say: if you're not sure if the Clarity course is for you, or if you know that you really you're more interested in uncovering what's the things that are stopping me from moving forward, like that's more important to you, every month I put aside a small number of sessions that I give to people to help them see what's in their way, what's blocking you, so that you can get clarity about what to do to remove those blocks and really move forward in whatever's important to you. I call that a Grow Your Dreams discovery session. And at this time, when you're hearing this, I'm currently opening up space every month to do this with 3 or 4 people, because I really love to do this one-on-one work with people. It's very exciting to be able to uncover exactly what is blocking you, and to see what's been holding you back, and why other programs and things you've done haven't worked for you. And it's my intention in doing this to keep opening up these highly coveted spots each month. I don't know how long I can do them, because I love to do them. And I love to give people that clarity. But if you're interested in that, I'm also going to put a link on, I'll send a link, I'm not sure, but I'm going to give you the link to apply for the opportunity to receive a Grow Your Dreams discovery session. If you're not sure if the Clarity course is for you, but really just getting your blocks removed is what's most important, we will uncover exactly what they are, and I'll show you exactly how you can remove them. And if we're fit, we'll work together to do that. So that's what that is about. I just want to give you one more gift, one more opportunity to step up in the way that works for you.
Awesome. That's great. That's nice. I love it. I love it. Love it. Love it. And I love you, Pamela.
Oh, Lardayo, I love you too.
Yeah.
And I really appreciate this opportunity to reach people that you are touching and reaching, and to together move forward to support people. We're all part of this web of life,
Yes.
and we're all here to help light up people in the web, so that we can all contribute and share and give our gifts, instead of keeping them buried inside us and dying with our gifts ungiven and our song unsung. We're really here to help people do that. Nothing is more satisfying and fulfilling, and I'm sure the same is going to be true for you if you're listening, when you are doing your calling.
Yeah. And when you say light up, it just makes me think of the world, because right now the world is in darkness. And there's a song, One Little Candle.
Mm-hmm.
We can be that one little candle throughout the world.
Yeah, yeah.
As we light up, we can light up the world.
Absolutely. And when you do that, even if it's just in your family, when you can light up your family, help your family navigate the challenges they face, even just that makes a huge ripple effect.
It does.
All the people in your family will touch so many other people. Like, there's no place that's too small or too large to make the difference that you're here to make. The important thing is you start doing it.
So true.
Yeah.
So true. I'm
excited
ready.
about that. Thank you so, so much. It's been a joy to be with you and to share this with you. And I look forward to seeing who's going to join us for the Clarity course. I know we're going to have an awesome group of people. We always do, and they're just remarkable human beings. So if that's you, click Get Registered, grab one of those first 17 places where you get the How to Thrive Financially in Your Calling bonus call just with me one-on-one. And I look forward to connecting and serving you and supporting you.
Awesome. Thank you, each and every one.
Yes.
Until next time,
Thanks.
be
Bye.
healthy, happy, and love who you are.
You're beautiful. You're full with so much love, so much to give.
Mhm. Great.